What's up, Fight or Flight family? It's your man 3D. Welcome to another episode of Fight or Flight PDX with my man Captain J.
What's going on?
And we got a great show for you guys here today. Yeah. Lots going on in the world of the combat. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of going on in boxing. We got a lot going on in MMA, but we got a hell of a card coming up this weekend.
Fight week. It's fight week. Let's go.
Fight week. Oh,
it seems like every week is fight week, though. So we've been spoiled. We're being spoiled.
Oh man, you know, Chimaev, Cerrone, Woodley, Covington. Wow, all on the same card. This is big. This is big. But speaking of Chimaev, so my man has been double booked, and Dana White in today's press conference tried to explain that there was no disrespect, but I don't see how his opponent can take this as not disrespect. You know, is he gonna make it out of the first fight healthy? That's the question.
Well, I mean, we can only go on what we've seen so far. Let's bring back what happened on Fight Island just to recap why he's even getting 2 fights booked. Obviously, if they thought there was a high threat of it wouldn't happening, they wouldn't have booked it. After they seen him get 1,000 shots in and take 5 in 2 fights in 2 weight classes in the same week, because when is his second fight booked on this one? Doesn't he have like a couple weeks in between these 2 fights?
I believe he's fighting on the Izzy card, the 253, which is next Saturday.
Oh, so it's back-to-back weeks.
I believe it is for that card.
Oh, okay. Well, that adds a little more spice and intrigue into the whole scenario because it is interesting. We've never seen anybody do this. We've seen him just do it recently, and he did it with flawless effort. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
I mean, like I gave a little quick, and beats 4 people in 2 events. Is he in the top 5?
Without a doubt. Okay. I mean, you're on a 4-fight win streak, but the thing is, he's fighting in 2 different divisions. So I don't know if that necessarily gets him into the top 5.
And I wouldn't say he's top 5 in the middleweight division because of the names. But if you come in and you beat a Damian Maia has been the go-to gatekeeper for I don't know how many years now. It's like you get the ticket to the title after you beat Damian Maia. It happened with Covington. It happened with Usman. So, I mean.
So they're setting them up for success. Basically, that's what they're saying. They're saying if you, after your 2 flawless victories, if you could repeat what you did last time, you're going to get a title shot. And then you add intrigue to it because they call him Khabib 2.0. So then you think putting him on a Russian card with the real Khabib, that might be drawing something because at the end of the day, we know this is a gimmick. Like they've never booked anybody for 2 fights like this. His first one happened to be a happenstance where somebody fell out. He wasn't even booked for that second fight. Somebody fell out and he stepped up and took it because he was just chilling on Fight Island, which was a cool thing with, But I was watching Uncle Chael talk about how he fought at 185 and then the second fight a week later, he fought at 170 and cut down. So it's interesting to see him bounce between these 2 weight classes and literally move up the ranks in each weight class at the same time.
Right. Because to be honest, I mean, I don't want to jump on this guy's hype train too fast. I mean, he's only had 2 fights. This is going to be his 3rd on Saturday. And I sadly, you've noticed I haven't mentioned the opponent's name. I can't pronounce it, nor can remember it. But with that being said, I do believe that at the middleweight division, it would be an intriguing matchup between him and Adesanya, seeing if Adesanya can get past Paulo Costa, because Adesanya is a striker and this man is clearly a grappler. So I mean, you have the contrast there. So it would be interesting.
Before we even give him any mentioned in the same sentence as the champion. We got to beat this guy that we just said we're not even talking about his name right now. We got some work to do. Let's not jump the gun here.
Right.
But, I mean, it's not far-fetched considering 3 months ago nobody knew who this dude even was, and now we're talking about him where he's almost headlining this card to a certain extent. This is my question to you.
Okay.
Is it disrespectful to book 2 fights at once, back to back? So we just talked about his first.
Mm-hmm.
If you're sitting there and you know this dude already has another fight booked, do you take that as disrespect?
Extreme disrespect, bro. I mean, how could you not? Extreme disrespect. I mean, basically, you're saying this man's gonna come in here, smoke you like you about to hit that bong, smoke you, and pretty much come out this fight unscathed and go into another fight. So, like, even and I like what Dan Hardy is on. Dan Hardy is saying that Chimaev's opponent should purely come in with the intention of hurting him, making sure he can't get to the next fight. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Make sure that he can't get to the next fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think that should be the game plan, you know, because hands down, even if, you know, like he said, if he loses, at least nobody's going to think that you just some cakewalk, you know. The guy's got, I mean, like I said, I'm sorry, I'm not saying his name, but the guy is tied with the most submissions in the middleweight division right now, you know, which is sad.
That's what I take as disrespectful. Not that you're not saying that he's going to win or lose, but you think I can't even hurt the dude?
He's basically just walking through this guy and going to the next fight with Damian Maia. And I'm sorry. I like Damian Maia, and I have such a high level of respect for his ground game. But let's be real. If this dude is smashing dudes like that, is even Damian Maia going to be a real threat? I doubt it. You know, like, his boxing has come along throughout the years, but you know, his ground game is clearly always a threat. But Chimaev is younger, stronger, and he has a ground game of his own based in wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So I don't see either one of these guys really being a threat if this dude is what they are making him out to be.